As we round up this night of tribute, let it be known to all men that life is an inexplicable pattern of mystery, where no man knows when he was born and when he will die. And this notorious fact is deeply rooted in the fact that every man is created by God with his works, and the talent are the guides. For no man can grow above or beyond his destiny. For every man's destiny has a relationship with God. So let it be with Ifeanyi Ubah. Let it be with the Nnewi-born politician. Let it be with our brother. Let it be with the great philanthropist, the great leader, the motivator. Let it be the lover of mankind and citizen of humanity. May his soul rest in peace. And to you, the UBA'S, madam, and your lovely children particularly, I have not died before, and I don't intend to die soon. But let me say something, that I do know that the Ikemba Ojukus, the Kwemes, and these great leaders of note who have left us, since the spirit never dies, I'm sure, they're having meetings somewhere. And I can only imagine what kind of meeting is saying. And their meeting is Igbo. And Igbo, hear me, what is the likely thing these leaders are discussing now, including the youngest of them all, Ifeanyi Ubah. The question they're asking, Igbos, why do you play the politics of hate? Why do you hate one another? Ojukwu recalled his quarrels with Ekweme, and now they say it is vanity. Ifeanyi recalled his quarrels with Enwerem, now they are in one place. And so, they are asking Igbos, may you embrace peace. Another thing that happened that is common with this great man is that before the death of Ifeanyi made a plea to Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ezife went to Villa and begged Nigerian nation. Ifeanyi Ubah made a statement in the same line. I want to say to you, my brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Senate President, convey this one message on behalf of these Igbos who are seated, that the best way to honor this great young man is the release of nnamdikanu. So that the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Babio, that even if you don't want to do it, send this message. For the sake of your wife, who is our daughter, send this message and get us a result. Or else, your wife is not too far from taking back home. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are particularly happy that you are always coming to associate yourself with things like this. Nigeria still remains very grateful. Thank you, and God bless all of you. My people, my people.
Our Owele, our Owele.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Yesterday, Rocha has called on the president, Tinubu, to please release Nnamdi Kanu. After he made the statement, YERIMA, leader of the Arewa Youth Forum, has come out to say that the Igbos will not destroy this country. They will not allow the Igbos to destroy this country. And the president should not listen to Rocha's score. Mazi, how can you relate to this?
The Arewa people are talking about are not the Hausas, they are the Fulani, and there's much more division between Fulani and the Hausa now. Hausas are United States of the North. Hausa United States of the North, that's the platform under which the Hausas want to come out, with their own agitation now. And the Arewa youth are the Fulani youth, the Fulani herdsmen, the group of Fulanis that migrated from other, West African countries into the northern region there, and they are always bloody, barbaric, and if you ask me, I will use the word idiotic, because they are visitors. The land does not belong to them. They are just land grabbers, and they always like to what? Talk nonsense, bordering, and anytime we are, coming together, bordering on the national issue, if there's a problem in the nation, in the country, Fulani will be talking nonsense because they are visitors. If Nandi comes, the whole Arewas, they will all run, go back to Senegal. They will be on the run. Those are the Bororos. They are the warlike, they are the nomads, they are wanderers. They wander from place to place, destroying people's crops on the various farmlands in West Africa. So shame will be upon the Arawa youth if actually nnamdikanu is coming out. Do you think it is Nigerian problem this time around? The United Nations has taken it upon themselves. Arawa youth should come because BiAFRA is waiting for them. Arawa youth is coming. They should come and meet BiAFRA themselves. So what they're saying is just they're ranting, talking nonsense. Fulani youth that did not have any other basic Western education. All they know is Arabic, ideology, Arabic education, wasting their time at various mosques across northern Nigeria, listening to all those archaic alphas that at least represents Ottoman than follow the jihadist ideology. So I don't care whatever they want to say or talk in regard of what nnamdikanu is going through. Shame will be upon the Fulani herdsmen, Fulani platform called Arewa if nnamdikanu actually comes out to be celebrated by the entire world.
But Samazi, if President Tinubu himself, so many Igbos has come out, speak, or to besiege on the president. Please release President Kanu. Is the president not listening to them, or are they turned deaf ears to attend to their pillar?
That's why I call him. I say that Tinubu is an Arab Yoruba. One is that the kind of his approach to religious matters is actually define him, single him out in Yoruba land as someone that had destroyed the legacy Baba Awolowo has built. If you look at Baba Awolowo is carrying everybody along. The former Bendel state was not only Yoruba or Edo or Asians. They are mixed up with large numbers of Igbos. If you look at Delta State or former Bendel State, largely they are Igbos. Because former Bendel State is this Delta State. And if you go to Delta State, how many tribes do you have there? Just Urobo. Just Isoko. Urobo Kwado, this that they choke themselves. I don't understand. Urobo, Isoko, Abraka, all of them, not just Urobo. The rest are Igbos. Awolowo carried everybody along, giving former Bendel State free education. When I was in school, I do visit Lagos here. All their textbooks are free. I go to their schools, various libraries. I read free. Various classrooms. Before going back to Southeast, I read free. On getting back to East, I used to tell stories about what the Westerners here, their students are doing. They are reading free. Education free. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I want to carry both everybody along. The Igbos in the side of West, on the southwest and southwestern region, they are benefiting. He did not divide. Tinubu cannot do that. He couldn't have done that by mere studying all his footsteps. Currently, he's an Arab Yoruba. Nobody knows where he comes from. I can understand it that Awolowo's ideology is quite different from what Tinubu is representing right now. He's not see, let me tell you, he's not properly representing the Yorubas. Yorubas are not like that. Tinubu is coming from the angles that we've never known about the Yoruba. Let me finish. Look at the currently concluded election in Ondo State. Actually, Tinubu has destroyed the legacy left by Baba Awolowo. Education. He has cracked that nut wrongly. And they bibe another thing entirely, another understanding entirely, another interest entirely, another ideology, a legacy of education, a legacy of, in fact, I would rather, disalive than, yielding or giving in to some cheapish ideas of selling my vote, selling my birthright, at least destroying my certificate.
Okay, Samazi.
Tinubu has finished the legacy left by Awolowo.
I want to put a let you go now. Who does Nigeria belongs to the Fulani? And then second, again, why are they more interested in Mazi? Why why are the Fulani more interested in Mazi in nnamdi kanu's case?
nnamdi kanu is the one that I don't want to use the brainwash word. Brainwash word is somehow not proper. He is the one that changed the Hausa man's mindset. The Hausas originally, their mindset is that Fulani is above them. That Fulani religion is a better religion than their own traditional religion. And some of them that are Muslim, that Fulani Muslims are better than their own Muslims. That was the kind of business or market, belief sold into their mind by Fulani, Fulani's, what's the name of this, their founding father, Osman Dan Fodio. He told them that, look, our Islam is the best. Your Islam is fake. He tried to convince them. In Kano State, it wasn't enough. He stretched his tentacles, to Borno State. He started convincing the Kanuris. Kanuris say, no, we are from Sudan. We came from Yemen too. We are Muslim before you. You were coming from the axis of Senegambia. You don't know that ideology more than us. You are Fulani man, we are Kanuri. We were Muslim before you. That was why Fulani could not infiltrate Borno State. No Fulani in Borno State. But you know what happened? The Hausas are the Negroid, like you and I. They are black like you and I, having their traditional, way of, let me use the word, religion. So when these people come and mounted on them, they convince them, discrediting that original religion that the Hausas were practicing then. I don't know what I understand. Now instilling them the Islamic ideology. That's why they sold their women to the Hausas, as a marriage, and the Hausas married the women until how many centuries they used those women, eliminated those Hausa men, and what kicked off jihadism. They fought that jihad war. They disallowed many Hausa men, and they turned against them, and they become their leader today, subjugated them to all manners of deprivation.
But Mazi, why the hatred against the Igbos, and then why are they interested in keeping Mazi in nnamdikanu in tension?
The interest is because it was one that prevents the Hausas. That's why I'm telling you the stories of how Fulani defeated the Hausa. They could not defeat Kanuri, and how Hausa man was, made a slave to them, which idea, belief lingered since then till date. Hausa man is under Fulani. Politically, Hausa man is under Fulani.
Okay.
Oga, when you talk about financial wise, that's business wise, industrial wise, Nademo, they have more than Hausa. Aliko Dangote is not Hausa man, he's a Fulani man.
But out of the hatred against Igbo,
the hatred against Igbo is that nnamdi kanu brainwash the Hausas not to believe Fulanis, to actually understand that Fulanis are visitors that perpetrated all these manners of criminalities, all these manners of inhumanity of man against man that I enumerated before. I aforementioned it here now.
Yes.
That this is what they did to the Hausas. And nnamdi kanu came and opened their eyes and say, look at whom you are. Stop carrying the Hausas on the top. As you are aiming, 4 Fulani down. Fulani, stop carrying Fulanis on the top. One Fulani man sitting on the top like a sultana or emir, and the 4 Hausa man is down, carrying him on their head. That is showing that you are lower than them. Now they can actually open their brain, and this kind of teachings actually made the Fulanis to hate nnamdi kanu, and it's not ended there.
And all of Igbos.
They hate Igbos because nnamdi kanu is an Igbo man. They hate Igbos because Igbos are not Muslims. That's another point. Igbos is the last person that will shout Allah Kuba or allow mosque in our land,
Okay.
The hatred is because we turn our back on Islam. Igbo man is a Judaist, Igbo man is a Christian. Igbo man would rather divert to what? Traditional religion. I'm telling you, talking to idol. And while before talking to idol, they will talk and praise the Chukwuka, my God of Abraham, rather than becoming a Muslim. That's why Fulani has this kind of hatred on Igbos. We hate Islam. We hate Osman Dan Fodio with passion. And another point is that when Osman Dan Fodio was coming down with his emiracy campaign, Caliphate or emiracy, yes, he was killed by the Igbos. Igala is Igbo. Igala cut the head of Osman Dan Fodio. And that was why southeastern Nigeria was not Islamized. And this kind of thing, this kind of defeat actually nurtured such deadly hatred the Fulani man has for Igbo man till today. Don't you know that they are killing, disaliving the Benue people on their large numbers? That was where the what campaign for Islamization ended in 1804, because Igala formerly then was in Benue State. Benue State, Igala is there, and you know Ata of Igala. Thank you. He beheaded Osman Danfodi, and that's why they could not Islamize the Holy Igala, Islamize the Holy Doma, and come down to Igbo land. That's why they have such hatred for Benue and Igbo.
That is why they have such hatred. So, Madina, lastly, before I let you go now, what do you think that now that the Igbo leaders now, do you think that the president should listen to the call of Rocha's Rocha and release Mazi in nnamdikanu before something happening in the country?
Something happened in the country. Bola Tinubu want to see what happens, what will happen, because he actually has gone to America and secured large numbers of military helicopter. He believes he's going to raid the hideout or the camp of the Biafrans. And as I'm saying this, pogrom war does not pay any man good. What actually pays is dialogue. You make peace. You listen to each party. When both parties, when Bola Tinubu released Sunday IGBO, I think he should have at least released nnamdikanu. So failure to release nnamdikanu, that is what is well properly perfected Tinubu as a man of anti-Igbo. He hates Igbo. And what we are saying now is that, come what may, Tinubu should leave him there. Let us see who will release nnamdikanu. Whether external forces will not overpower him and bring Nnamdi out. Let us wait and see.
Let us wait and see.
Yes.
Mazi, we say thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful information. And then
thank you so much
coming out to air your views in this wonderful time and season.
For that wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win BiAFRA with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojoku fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of IGBO and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of BiAFRA in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
Should the government, should the Nigerian government be worried about this?
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samuel Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe, or a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government perspective in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's in Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said. He said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this BiAFRA struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Nigerian Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or I said, I made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said, post-election, that the Northern Order supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average Northern person is not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the Ubah's have been after the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.